Hi, today is Monday, Thursday, April 13th, 2017, and this is a Swede Speaks. And I would like to, thank this video with by saying thank you. Thank you to all donors, whether you have given me one-time support through PayPal, whether you are or have been a Patreon patron of mine. Thank you very much. And now I would like to get into, well, the reason for why I started with this is because I want to talk about demonetization. Obviously, that will be a subject, that will be a thing I need to think about. And I have looked at the statistics for this month, for April so far, and it's April 13th today. So I have looked at April 1st until April 12th. And during this time, I have published 24 videos. 12 of them, 50%, have been demonetized. So, which 12 videos were considered not advertiser friendly? The following 12. The Illusion of Independent Swedes. Russia Bomber's Identity Revealed, Reaction. Sweden, Lessons from the Neighbors. Truck Attack in Stockholm, Reaction. That one, by the way, has 6,943 views right now, so that's the most popular video I've made so far this month. Swedish public TV on Russia, left-wing narrative. Stockholm Attack, suspect arrested, follow-up comment. Stockholm Attack, IS sympathizer arrested. This week in Sweden, April 8th, 2017. Why Sweden was attacked. Stockholm Attack, reactions in Sweden. Stockholm Attack, foreign reactions. Oslo, Norway, bomb found in downtown Oslo. I wonder, are there some code words they have been looking for here? Or is this completely random? I mean, I could understand that if they see the word attack, like in truck attack in Stockholm, or Stockholm attack, etc., or the attack like in why Sweden was attacked. I could understand that this would be, they'd pick up on this and demonetize it because I suppose you shouldn't call it attack. I don't know what you should call it to be monetized or advertiser friendly. I wonder what, but anyway. And I suspect that the word bomb, like in Russia, bomber's identity revealed, reaction, and in Oslo, Norway, bomb found in downtown Oslo. I guess the word bomb would mean the same thing. That you shouldn't call it a bomb. You should call it something else. I wonder what. But then we also have videos like the one with the title Sweden, Lessons from the Neighbors. What is the code word here? Is it just Sweden? Is it lessons? Is it that they get an idea that maybe I will be critical of Sweden? And Swedish public TV on Russia, left-wing narrative. Is it that left-wing is a part of it? Maybe. I wonder if it's just all these code words that the algorithm just picks up that I'm probably not politically correct, and that would be that would be the thing. I really wonder. So if you have an idea, please share it with me in the comment section. The thing is, I can't stop doing this, and I just can't. Well, the woman of my heart, she has called me a cultural warrior, and I hadn't really thought about it before she said it, but cultural warrior is really a good expression for what I am doing. I mean, this is really a battle. Okay, I'm not fighting with swords and armor, but it's still a battle of words, a battle of, I don't know if you call it propaganda or whatever, but this is a battle and I didn't choose it. It chose me. Or I mean, well, actually, I think that God chose me for this battle. And I just have to I just have to do it. I have no alternative, because if I don't do this, if I don't voice my opinion about what's going on, if I don't comment on all the crazy stuff going on in the world, if I do as a lot of other people do, or as I think they do at least, and I keep quiet, and I say everything's fine, and don't worry, it's gonna work itself out in the end, because people are nice, don't worry, no problems, and there is no difference between Islam and other religions, and clan culture is not a problem, and multiculturalism is great. No culture is better than any other culture, no matter if you can't say that Danish culture would be better than Somali culture, even though there is no female genital mutilation in the Danish culture, because the Danish culture probably got other stupid things, like they drink too much beer. Yeah, well, maybe they do, but hey, come on. If I do not stand up for what I think is right, even if I would be wrong, I might be wrong, I know this, but if I don't stand up for what I think is right, then I will not be able to look myself in the mirror anymore. And I mean, I have been doing this for years before I started this channel. This channel really started on impulse, or what seemed to be an impulse. I got annoyed at my grandparents' home country Finland because their treatment of critics of Islam, because of how they are bending over backwards, and not protecting the freedom of speech, which at least used to be a part of Finnish laws, because that was a part of the very laws that Finland inherited from Sweden. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure about this. That the laws of King Gustavus III, that were considered tyrannical in Sweden, were used in Finland to protect against tyranny from the Russian Empire when they were a part of Russia, because they got to keep their old Swedish laws, as they called them back then. Anyway, and that annoyment made me start this. I just had to speak up. And then, of course, I would have to focus a lot on Sweden, because Sweden is the country where I grew up. Most of my close family lives there. I have friends there. I have relatives there. And also, Sweden is just a so good example of what happens when political correctness goes wild. When there is no one who says stop. When there is no real opposition. You know how I complain about there is no conservatism in Sweden, no real conservatism, no Judeo-Christian based conservatism that combines the defense of a small government, a limited government, with freedom of speech, with protecting Judeo-Christian cultural values, and even with pointing out that without living Christian faith, the West is going to die. The West will not be defeated, the West will commit suicide, just like the Roman Empire committed suicide, unless someone points this out. Because if we don't know what we are standing for, we will fall for anything, and then we will fall for Islam, we will fall for neo-Marxism, we will fall for New Age, we will fall for whatever will be the idea of the day. And I am saying these things, I may be a little extra specific right now, but I am saying these things, and I am demonetized. Not completely, but a lot of what I'm doing is demonetized. So I don't even know if I should bother with trying to monetize my videos. This is something that I am thinking about, and I haven't concluded yet. I will tell you when I reach a conclusion, because I need to discuss this with the right persons. I need to think about it, I need to analyze it. So, I would like to end this video by again thanking all donors, all Patreon patrons, and also all of you who are praying. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. It is still a pretty small channel. I am still reaching for the first 1000 subscribers. So also thank you everyone who is sharing my videos on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever. Because I am trying to reach 1000, and then I will move on further. And I just pray and hope that this is what's going to happen. Because I believe, and I have been told by others, and I think it's true, I believe that I actually have a unique voice, a unique perspective. I combine the perspective of someone who grew up in Sweden, who lived his first 28 years in Sweden, who grew up in the Swedish culture, but also with a slightly different perspective by also growing up in a Finnish expatriate culture. Not in the culture of Finland, not in the Finnish culture in Finland, but the culture that was sort of shaped by Finnish people living in Sweden. And then the perspective of someone living next door to Sweden, but still not in Sweden, which might give me which might make it easier for me to see what's going on than the people who are being brainwashed by the Swedish mainstream media, the Swedish left-wing narrative, the Swedish politicians all the time. Although some are starting to wake up, and that's wonderful. I'm just saying. And also, I have the politically conservative perspective, and I think you might say that my conservatism is pretty Anglo-Saxon, pretty American, British conservative rather than continental French or German or Swedish conservatism. I think you could say that. And I also have the Christian perspective. I think it's all a part of God's plan. I don't understand the entire plan. I leave it to the Lord, as I leave Sweden in the Lord's hands. But anyway, not to digress. I'm still working on those language skills, by the way. I think this is a channel that can be really useful for anyone who tries to understand what's going on in Sweden, in Scandinavia, in Europe, in the West, and even in the world. So I think it's worth supporting, and I am so grateful for everyone who does that. And also, if you like this video, please like it. And if you got something to say, feel free to comment. Comment on why so many videos are getting demonetized. Comment on which words it is that sets this off. Comment on why this channel is worth supporting. Comment on whatever that has anything to do with what I've just said. And that's really all I have to say about this right now. And all necessary information will be included in the box below. This is a Swede Speaks. And I wish you all a nice day. And for those who are watching during, today, I also wish you a happy Maundy first day. And, remember our Lord's Last Supper and remember Jesus in Gethsemane. So this is a Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.